Hi kids, today we'll listen to the story of the talking parrot and the merchant's daughter. In a bustling market town in the heart of India, there lived a wealthy merchant named Ramesh. He was known throughout the region for his prosperous trade in spices and textiles. Ramesh was a man of many possessions, but the jewel of his life was his beautiful daughter, Maya. Maya was not only renowned for her beauty, but also for her kind heart and gentle spirit. She was the pride of her father's life, and her laughter could light up even the darkest of days. As she grew older, Maya's fame as the fairest maiden in the town spread far and wide, attracting admirers from distant villages. One day, as Ramesh was conducting his business of fairs in the market, he came across an old sage who had set up a stall on the outskirts of town. The sage was adorned in saffron robes, and his eyes held the wisdom of a lifetime. Curious, Ramesh approached the sage and greeted him with respect. "Greetings, venerable sage. What brings you to our humble town?" The sage smiled kindly and replied, "I am on a journey of enlightenment, seeking the truth of the world. Along my path, I have gathered a few precious possessions, one of which is this talking parrot." Ramesh's curiosity piqued, and he gazed at the colorful parrot perched on a golden cage. The bird was resplendent with emerald green feathers and had eyes that sparkled like precious gems. "I see," said Ramesh, "but what makes this parrot so special?" The sage explained, "This parrot possesses a unique gift. It can speak the language of humans and has the knowledge of the world. It can answer any question and provide guidance on matters of great importance." Ramesh was intrigued. He imagined the fame and fortune that could come from owning such a remarkable parrot. Without hesitation, he offered a generous sum of gold coins to the sage in exchange for the talking parrot. The sage accepted the offer and handed over the parrot's cage to Ramesh. Before departing, he whispered a word of caution. "Remember, noble merchant, the power of knowledge is a double-edged sword. Use it wisely and for the greater good." Ramesh, eager to showcase his newfound treasure to the world, hurried home with the parrot. As he unveiled the magnificent bird to his daughter, Maya's eyes widened with astonishment. "Oh, father, what a splendid parrot!" she exclaimed. Ramesh beamed with pride. "Indeed, my dear, this parrot possesses the knowledge of the world and can answer any question. It will bring us great prestige in the town." Maya approached the parrot's cage, her curiosity bubbling. She leaned closer and asked, "Noble parrot, can you speak the language of humans?" The parrot, who had been observing Maya with keen eyes, replied in a melodious voice, "Yes, fair maiden, I can speak the language of humans." Maya's heart danced with joy at the parrot's response. She saw in the bird not just a marvel, but also a companion who could offer her wisdom and knowledge. Over the following days, Maya spent hours conversing with the parrot. She asked questions about history, science, and philosophy, and the parrot answered with eloquence and depth of understanding. Maya was captivated by the parrot's wisdom, and her admiration for the bird grew each day. As word spread about the talking parrot, people from all over the town and neighboring villages flocked to Ramesh's house, seeking the parrot's counsel on various matters. Ramesh, delighted by the attention and gifts that poured in, reveled in his newfound status as the owner of the renowned parrot. Among the many who came to seek the parrot's wisdom was a young and handsome scholar named Arvind. He had heard of the parrot's knowledge and had a deep thirst for wisdom. Arvind was welcomed into Ramesh's home, and he spent hours conversing with Maya and the parrot. As days turned into weeks, Maya and Arvind's conversations grew more frequent and animated. They discovered shared interests, dreams, and a profound connection that went beyond words. Their hearts intertwined, and love blossomed between them, like the most beautiful of flowers. One evening, as the sun set in a blaze of colors, Arvind approached Ramesh with a request. "Noble merchant," he began, "I have been truly blessed to meet your daughter and the remarkable parrot. I have fallen deeply in love with Maya, and I wish to ask for her hand in marriage." Ramesh, who had come to admire Arvind's intelligence and character, agreed to the proposal with great joy. He knew that his daughter would be in good hands with such a fine young man. Arvind and Maya's wedding was a grand affair, attended by dignitaries, scholars, and the townspeople. It was a celebration of love and wisdom, a union that promised a future filled with happiness and prosperity. The newlyweds settled into their life together, and Arvind continued to visit the talking parrot, who had become a beloved member of their household. As the years passed, Maya and Arvind's love deepened, and they were blessed with a daughter, whom they named Leela. One day, when Leela was a precocious young girl, she approached the parrot's cage and asked, "Noble parrot, can you tell me the greatest secret of all?" The parrot, with a twinkle in its eye, replied, "Ah, young Leela, the greatest secret of all is the power of love. It is a force that transcends time and space, a force that can conquer any obstacle and bring joy to the hearts of all." Leela, though still a child, understood the parrot's words on a profound level. She felt the love that enveloped her family and knew that it was the most precious treasure of all. As Leela grew into a wise and compassionate young woman, she, too, engaged in conversations with the talking parrot. She learned about the world, its mysteries, and the importance of using knowledge for the greater good. One day, as Leela sat by the river bank, gazing at the shimmering waters, a fisherman approached her with a troubled look on his face. "Noble maiden," he said, "I have been unable to catch any fish for days, and my family is hungry. Can you ask the parrot for advice on how to catch more fish?" Leela agreed and visited the parrot, who shared a clever technique for catching fish. Using a specific type of bait and a new approach to casting the net, the fisherman followed the parrot's advice and returned with an abundant catch, providing food for his family and the entire village. News of the parrot's wisdom and benevolence spread far and wide. People from distant lands came to seek its counsel, and Ramesh's house became a place of learning and enlightenment. One day, a noble king from a faraway kingdom heard of the talking parrot's reputation. He was known for his insatiable thirst for knowledge and a desire to seek wisdom from all corners of the world. The king arrived at Ramesh's house, accompanied by a retinue of advisors and scholars. He approached the parrot's cage with reverence and asked, "Noble parrot, I have traveled from a distant kingdom in search of wisdom. Can you share with me the greatest secret of life?" The parrot, its feathers shimmering in the sunlight, replied, "Great king, the greatest secret of life is that it is ever-changing, like the seasons. Embrace change with an open heart, and you will find wisdom in every moment." The king, deeply moved by the parrot's words, bowed in gratitude. He recognized that the parrot's wisdom had illuminated his path, and he departed with a heart full of reverence for the talking parrot. As the years passed, Ramesh grew old, and he knew that the time had come to pass on the parrot to another worthy custodian. He approached Maya and Arvind and said, "My beloved daughter and son-in-law, the time has come for me to entrust the talking parrot to someone else. It has brought us wisdom, love, and prosperity, and now it must continue its journey." Maya and Arvind, with a heavy heart, agreed to Ramesh's decision. They understood that the parrot's wisdom was meant to be shared with the world. Ramesh organized a grand gathering in the town square, where he announced that the talking parrot would be entrusted to the care of the wisest and most virtuous person in the town. People from all walks of life gathered, hoping to be chosen as the parrot's new custodian. The parrot observed the crowd with keen eyes, and then it spoke. "The one who shall be my custodian is the humble fisherman who used my advice to feed his hungry family and the entire village. He has demonstrated wisdom, compassion, and the desire to use knowledge for the greater good." The crowd erupted in cheers as the fisherman stepped forward to receive the parrot's cage. He had not sought recognition or prestige, but his actions had spoken louder than words. The fisherman, filled with gratitude, promised to honor the parrot's wisdom and share it with all who sought guidance. As the parrot left its long-time home and embarked on a new journey, Maya, Arvind, and Leela stood together, their hearts heavy with bittersweet emotions. They knew that the parrot had been a cherished part of their lives, a source of love and wisdom that had enriched their family beyond measure. Years later, as Leela sat with her own daughter by the riverbank, she shared the story of the talking parrot, its wisdom, and the power of love and knowledge. And so the tale of the talking parrot lived on, passed down through generations as a reminder that true wisdom is not found in possessions or riches, but in the hearts of those who seek to use knowledge for the greater good, and in the power of love that connects us all, transcending time and space. So kids, did you like that story? For more stories like this, click the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive notifications when new videos are posted.